How are we supposed to make money with this thing?
Damned if I know.
Be green! Earn green! Be green! Earn green! On My Emissions Exchange! Sign up for My Emissions Exchange! Or we'll kick your ass! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Charlie Maloney of My Emissions Exchange World Headquarters. Today we have a very, very interesting guest, but before we get to him, I have to read some of my corporate BS. My Emissions Exchange is a global personal exchange where individuals can measure, reduce, and earn valuable rewards by reducing their carbon emissions. Be green.
Earn green.
Well, we have an exciting show today. We are honored to have Mr. Al Gore with us on My Emissions Exchange. I want to tell you, Vice President Gore, that I really liked An Inconvenient Truth. I thought it was a great film. It opened up people's eyes to the problems about global warming. Now, we're honored to have you here today.
Yep.
Wow, you sound half dead.
And you look like crap. It's a combination of a bad cold and laryngitis. But this is way too important for me to miss. I'd get off my deathbed to be on My Emissions Exchange talk show. And I don't think it's contagious.
Whoa, no problem. I'll gladly catch a cold on this historic occasion where the Vice President is speaking on My Emissions Exchange. Hey, do you know which president died from catching pneumonia during his inauguration speech?
That was William Henry Harrison.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Well, too bad for you. Bill Clinton didn't read his inauguration speech in the rain. Mr. Vice President, you won the Nobel Prize for your work in the environment, specifically global warming.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. If we ditched this democracy thing and you were king, what would you do right now to save us from global warming?
Well, we have to mobilize and fight a national war against fossil fuel, specifically oil and coal.
Every war has an enemy. Who's the enemy here? Is it the oil and coal producers, or is it us?
We've seen the enemy, and it is us. We are so entrenched in our fossil fuel dependent lifestyles. We're like addicts who funnel the money to drug dealers.
How would you wage the war? What's your strategy?
To succeed, we have to turn the economic incentives upside down. Clean energy has to be cheaper than fossil fuels.
Oh, well, how can that happen? Right now, the cheapest energy in the earth is coal and oil. Nothing is even close as cheap as that.
Well, that's the problem. We just sit back and whine. We whine that it can't happen. And guess what? We don't do squat. Cleaner has to be cheaper.
Wow, you heard it here first on My Emissions Exchange. Cleaner fuels have to be cheaper fuels if this whole thing's going to succeed. Hey, let's take some callers now. The lines are lighting up. Be patient, we'll get to you. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Let's go to get the callers. Okay, we have a caller coming in. Hey Al, I got a beef with you. I heard you talk on clean energy, renewable energy, green energy, sustainable energy. I heard a lot of energy talk about energy. All that is soft, good-sounding, mealy-mouthed crap. You never give any specifics. It's like a doctor telling a patient that he should get better. How the hell is he just going to get better?
Well, I'll give you specifics. I go from Bridgeport, Connecticut to Baltimore all the time. If a family of 5 wants to travel Amtrak round trip, it costs $1,100. It costs only $150 to drive. What the hell kind of incentive is that for me to take the train? Who the hell would waste money on the train?
Al, I can't believe what I just heard. You're talking about free travel around the country? If you do that, you're going to be like one of those big spending Democrats. You're going to absolutely bankrupt the country.
Nope. Wrong again. Amtrak took in $1.5 billion in revenues last year. If we make the entire network of railroads free for Americans, it would be cheap. Remember, we spend trillions in Iraq, and send $700 billion a year in crude payment.
Mr. Gore, tell us what the penalty should be if one of your people didn't follow your rules and signed up for My Emissions Exchange.
We'll cut their hearts out,
Hang them from a windmill?
hang them from a windmill.
Tar and feather
I
them?
think tar and feather would be the thing to do.
All right, you heard it from Mr. Al Gore. If you don't sign up for My Emissions Exchange, you'll be tarred and feathered, your heart will be cut out, and some other bad things will happen to you. So boys, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Be green! Earn green! Be green! Earn green! On My Emissions Exchange! Sign up for My Emissions Exchange! Or we'll kick your ass!